Welcome to Rather Be Rotting, where two sisters who should really be doing something more productive dissect all things reality, TV, and pop culture chaos because no matter what's going on in life, we would always rather be rotting.
Hi, Lil. How are you?
I'm wonderful, Madeline. How are you?
I'm great. We've had a lot going on in the Bravo sphere, I feel.
Have we?
I would just like to take a minute before we really dive in to acknowledge that we don't really watch Below Deck, but we somehow, for some reason, started watching, because the Housewives were on it. And of course, it sucked us in as it was meant to do. So bravo to Bravo. And I thought this episode was really good.
I agree. I really enjoyed it. I've been enjoying the season actually, and by enjoying it, I mean hating Ben.
Ben is the biggest prick on the planet. Like, I feel bad for him because his fiance left him practically at the altar, but like,
I can see why.
did he maybe deserve it?
I think he did.
He just like plays the victim all the time, and it's like, you do it to yourself. Why are you serving them fish on the bone when you know that no one has time to fillet it?
That was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
And then this episode ended with him literally locking himself in a cabin, a guest cabin, when they have a super tight turnaround. And the thing that I do also love about this show is the stakes are so low, but they make them seem so high that it's just fun. You know, we don't have divorces and stuff. It's like the guest cabins are made up because they have a tight turnaround and they have new guests coming tomorrow, and Ben just like unmakes the bed, flails the sheets everywhere. Like, how old are you?
And he obviously like can't be fired with one charter left.
No, but like, I hope he never works again, but he probably will because he's good TV.
Yeah, definitely he'll be back. And also he's just like not hot enough to be acting this way because he's not hot at all.
He's not hot at all. I don't understand how he even could like pull Jenna in the first place.
Well, she obviously is like she has suffers the same ailment that Emma from 90 Day before the 90 Days suffers, which is the extreme need for male attention.
Yeah, and especially like Ben is an older man, so I feel like, but he's so little. He's just like a little man in spirit and in actual literal form.
100%.
He's just the smallest man who ever lived. That song is about him.
Yeah, I think so.
And anytime I even start to feel bad for him because of his shitty life, I'm immediately like, I can't even look at this man.
Yeah, but all in all, who knew that I would enjoy Below Deck so much?
I know, like, what does this mean for us? Are we gonna have to watch every iteration from here on out? Because the finale's next week.
I wish I had done more of that when my son was like a newborn. Gone back to the beginning of Below Deck.
I thought you were going to. Don't know why you didn't.
What did I do instead?
Summer House?
No, that was during the pandy.
Hmm.
I can't
Oh,
remember.
maybe
Oh,
Southern Charm, Southern Hospitality. Lord only knows.
no, that was also during the pandy.
JFK Love Story. We've been busy.
I know, that's true. Speaking of Summer House,
Summer House.
you watched the reunion even though you don't watch the season. Did you feel, having not watched any seasons, did you feel confused or did you just fall right in?
I fell right in. I'm not confused. Please. I'm a professional.
My bad.
I did not need any catch up. I will say that the open was Lindsay and Kyle filming confessionals for their new show in the city. And that's when they talk about the statement that came out that Amanda and Wes released. I thought the score, the music, I felt like I was watching Oppenheimer. Like, the music was so intense. I loved it.
Me too. I thought it was really, really well done. And my overall thoughts on the reunion are I obviously love that we got right into it, but as I texted you, I hate that we have to check in with the others and the other things that happen who I unfortunately no longer care about.
Yeah, and I obviously never even knew them, but I did think that that one young gentleman, talking about his mental health journey, that was really powerful.
KJ, yeah,
And I hope that he's okay. I hope he's doing okay.
seems to be.
But yeah, when it gets to all the other newbies, it really did feel like I was watching two separate shows.
And I understand that they had to get to them, like of course. It's just not something I care about at all anymore, you know?
What about the looks? So we saw the looks, but now we're seeing them in action, and I thought Amanda's dress was so ugly, but I thought her legs looked incredible.
The dress was ugly, but the hair was 10 times uglier.
The hair did not bother me so much.
Oh my God, I literally can't stand it. And she was seen again in Italy with that fuck ass hairdo, that fuck ass bun.
She did the same
Ugh.
bird bun.
Yes.
Wow, she's just like that's her fuck you to everyone. Like I know what you think about my turd bun and I'm just gonna wear it again. That's her, but daddy, I love him.
It really was distracting to me the whole time, to be honest.
There was also a woman who was wearing feathers around her neck, like it was a feathery dress, and I thought that was
Mia, she's new and we love her.
I did not like that outfit. I thought it was unfortunate.
Oh,
But
okay.
and then of course West is just like such a troll, and I'm sorry that that's unkind, but like
It's
what a
facts.
troll looking man, and the fact that he sat there mute.
What I thought was hilarious. Prior to us watching, a friend of mine sent me a photo, three photos of male genitalia and said, "This is West." And I said, "Ew." Because you'd think that to send a nude, you'd prep yourself for a better showing, which he didn't in the pictures that we had, which I immediately sent to you. Not knowing it was going to be addressed on the reunion, but moments later when I turn it on, they start talking about these nudes that are circulating, and he
Right off the top.
right off the top confirms that's me, flaccid, curves left. Can confirm that is the picture I got.
But you skipped the part where he found out that there were nudes circulating and he said something about it, and the guys were like, "Oh yeah, we saw them." And he asks them, "Is it hard or soft?"
Which means he's sending a ton of nudes.
Hard.
Because then also Amanda goes, this was this was diabolical behavior is when she leaned over and said, "I've never gotten any." Like we're joking like that right off the bat in front of everyone.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's so casual. And she leaned in like she was laughing with the guys, like it was like she was very comfortable.
I have another hot take,
Yes.
and I think that you share it. I love Sierra. I'm Team Sierra. I am a fan, and I want the best for her.
We're all Team Sierra here. It's a safe space for her.
I do think that it's been 3 years. They've been broken up for 3 years, and they never even seriously dated. When people compare this to Scandival, Ariana was with that man for 10 years. They owned a home together.
Correct. And like I know that the last maybe year or two for Ariana and Tom, like they stopped having sex. So I know that that's like, I know that that changes things. Like how
Hmm.
attached were you to him? Like I still stand by the fact that I don't think Ariana was that hurt by the situation. I think that she milked it. She acted more hurt than she was because like she didn't want this man.
Well, more power to her. But my point is like Sierra understandably is hurt, but to
No,
act
because
like when
Wes
she
was,
says like West was my person, it's like respectfully he wasn't.
and we saw that unfold. Even I saw that. But I will say it seemed like at the end of the season he was like reigniting things with her. They were doing ear stuff.
Because ew, first of all, I didn't realize ear stuff was a thing. Is that what the kids are doing? Second of all, this is just this man is terrible. And the fact that like Amanda fell for it. Do you think it's real? Do you think that they're gonna be the real deal?
We saw them at the Yankee game and they looked miserable together.
Are they gonna go the distance?
I don't think they're going to go the distance. I think that they're having to stick it out because they have to like make it seem like it was worth it. But I do agree with you. And I guess Sierra just like really feels her feelings, kind of like Taylor Swift, who wrote an entire album about like a 1 month relationship.
Yeah,
Several.
I guess so.
I mean, she wrote Red was basically all about Jake Gyllenhaal, right? That was a 3 month relationship. And then Tortured Poets was all about Maddie Healy, which was less than that. So this is like the reality show equivalent of that. Sierra just feels her feelings and now she's giving us art.
There's obviously a lot more to get into, but what the other thing that was crazy is when she said that the first time they slept together was after the statement. That's a lie.
Yeah, I mean, they admitted that they lied a lot. So, like, how are we to believe them now that they're not lying?
We can't.
So, we'll see where this goes. Tell me, what do you think about the city so far?
Not a lot.
Is there two? There have been two episodes, right?
Hmm.
And neither of them were thrilling to you?
No, I think it's gonna take a minute for the new people to register in my mind and heart.
All right, well,
That's, like as of right now, I don't feel like it's necessary, but
I don't know if Vanderpump Rules is coming back.
I know.
They went through all the trouble to reboot that.
I feel like they have to bring it back for at least one more season because of that.
I know, but like I then they did do that with Dubai. They did it with the New York. They gave it a
Yeah,
solid two. But
they have to. And I enjoyed it. I was entertained.
I just don't know if that's enough these days. When in a world where there's so much to choose from.
We'll see. TBD.
Next up, I would like to issue a public apology to one Jason Valley.
Jason of the Valley.
I don't know his last name,
I don't remember it either.
but
We're sorry.
apparently he ripped the thing that attaches the quad to the knee,
Apparently, he really fucked himself up.
and he has to have surgery. And it's a 9 to 12 month recovery. And of course, it's the worst thing that ever happened to him.
It's not my fault that none of this was on his Instagram. Okay, I did my due diligence.
I still think he could have gone to the ambulance in a car, or he could have gone to the hospital in a car.
Easily.
It-
Easily.
he wasn't bleeding out.
He wasn't going to make it worse. He wasn't going to die.
No, like it. And then he also says that this is gonna make him, he's worried that this is gonna make him lose his connection to his son.
That was insane.
What? Like there are people who have no limbs that have kids, like that, that don't have any legs that are in
There
real.
are people who have to go to work
Yeah. So
that
like,
still have connections with their kids.
what the fuck are you talking about? Just because you can't run around with him for 9 to 12 months? Like that sucks. It does. But
Yeah.
like, there are people who raise children with one arm. I have seen them on Instagram.
Bethany Hamilton.
Sarah of The Bachelor, Sarah Heron.
Speaking of children, I do want to apologize to our 5 listeners if you hear baby babbles in the background. I am multitasking.
We don't.
Are you sure? Because I do.
I don't.
Okay. He had thoughts on this week.
It's important that we bring him into. We have to incorporate him into your life, and this is one of your things, your biggest passion. So it's nice.
I'm showing him what I'm passionate about and showing him that, you can be anything in this life, a podcaster, anything else.
So I still do feel like Jason is the biggest pussy on the planet. I'm
No,
sorry.
I agree. I agree, which is tough. It's tough.
I feel bad, but like also not that bad. So
Right.
it's like an I'm sorry, but which I know is not ideal, but I have nothing else I can give.
That's just where we're at. And I mean, like the rest of this episode, I barely even can remember what occurred.
Well, Danny says that he has a life coach and a therapist, so we don't need to worry about him.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
And Brittany got her mommy makeover.
That's right. And I feel like, do you think they shot her confessionals post mommy makeover? Because if so, that's unfortunate.
I honestly couldn't tell at all.
And as I'm watching her go through this liposuction, I couldn't help but wonder, wouldn't it just be easier to take Ozempic?
I do think that would probably be easier. There might be like a
Less,
loose skin situation that would need surgery,
we'll
but
cross that bridge when you get to it. Like, why would anybody get liposuction these days when you can just get Ozempic?
I know. I do agree with you because you don't actually have to go under the knife.
It's
And
way easier.
she probably would still need a tummy tuck for like the loose skin from pushing the baby out.
That is the thing.
Do you have that?
I have a bit of a pooch, yeah, that I don't know that the GLP-1 I'm on is going to fully eradicate.
Time
We'll
will tell.
see. Time will tell.
So I don't know about all that, but all I know for sure is like she's getting the titties out that Jax paid for, those giant titties that she didn't want that he wanted. And I got a little emotional. Like who knew that a plastic surgery makeover would like be so powerful? But like she said that this is about me taking my power back, and I just loved it.
I'm really happy for her.
Yeah.
Those boobs looked really uncomfortable, you
Oh
know?
God. And the outfits that she wore that she tried to squeeze those titties into did not do her any favors.
She needs a stylist.
Desp. Desp.
Why is nobody volunteering?
Yeah, I don't know. Anne Hathaway, may I suggest Anne Hathaway stylist?
Yeah, that's a great suggestion.
She's also worked with Selena Gomez, and
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know if Brittany can afford her, but like
Do you have any other thoughts on the Valley?
maybe we can start a GoFundMe. I'm ready to move on, maybe to Atlanta.
God, this season is just so good.
It's pretty good.
K Michelle is so delusional. Like, what is all this plotting and planning she's talking about?
I don't know. That part is getting a little tired to me.
I'm, Housewives lose me when I get confused as into what they're talking about. Like, I need to be able to follow your thread. And with whatever she's saying, I'm not following it.
Well, it's is it still about the Glade Candle vagina?
See, is it? Who knows? Unclear.
I don't know either, but elsewhere we get to meet a little bit more of Sway, and you know what? I think they're actually very sweet, Portia and Sway.
Do you?
Yeah, you don't?
I think Sway has money.
Do you think that's why Portia's with her?
I don't think that's why, but I think Portia wouldn't date somebody who didn't have money.
What does Sway do exactly?
I'm not sure.
And we learned that Kelly is dating a secret man who she nicknamed Jarvis.
For a year? Why
Yeah,
is she, you have to, why is she allowed to not share that and
I,
be a full-time housewife?
I don't know.
That's not right to me.
Elsewhere, I fear that Shamia and her husband are not long for this marriage.
Why?
You don't agree?
I think he just doesn't like being on camera.
Dude, what I saw this episode really just
Why? Because he told her to stop acting?
he told her to stop acting. He's putting pressure on her to have a boy if she doesn't have a boy. Like I don't think this woman is gonna if this woman cannot figure out how to produce a boy for him, like he's gonna hit the road and find a younger woman who will give him a son.
Yeah, I
Which
fear you might have something to that there.
like this man is so set on having a son. And like if I were his daughter watching this later, I would feel like complete shit.
Yeah, that'd be a big bummer.
Like if I were Shamia, that's what I would be worrying about. My daughter seeing this one day and like how important this was to him. Like I wasn't enough.
Yeah, totally.
And yeah, they just don't seem, neither of them seem like they're into each other at all. Like there's no spark. It's all very like a business.
I mean, I just chalked it up to him not being interested in the cameras, but you might have something going there.
So then we also had Phaedra's Healing Waters event, which
So
came out of nowhere. There was no like the typical structure of the FaceTime calling everyone, I'm going to invite you to my Healing Waters event.
I appreciated it. I appreciated being thrown into it.
I didn't feel safe. Like I felt upended. Like I
Oh, I
didn't
liked
know
it.
it was up without that structure that I depend on.
I didn't realize Phaedra was a Reiki master.
Did you realize she played the flute?
No, she's a woman with just endless talents.
That Healing Waters party was everything to me.
I wanted to float on one of those floaties in the pool. It looked so relaxing.
What about when Shamia started sinking, leaking air?
Except that, obviously.
I was howling. That was so funny. Shamia's just like, poor Shamia. I feel like she always has the shit happen to her.
She really does.
Like, if I were to guess which one would be the one that would um have their air mattress leak in the water, it would be Shamia.
Yeah, I do agree.
And then the cutaways to Phaedra, like playing the flute and stuff, it just
Beautiful work.
chef's kiss.
And then there was a fight at the dinner, of course.
It started with K Michelle versus Portia, but then it quickly went to Kelly versus
The
Portia.
Kelly versus Portia kind of came out of nowhere to me.
Well, it was kind of it echoed back to when they were at that lunch where Kelly had the hair scarf that you hated,
Oh God, that
and
fuck ass
Portia
Scott.
accused her of sleeping with a married man. And this time there were specifics, a married preacher that Phaedra knows.
Yeah, what's up with that? Is Jarvis a married preacher, or
Or is
is
it a
it is a
different man?
different person?
I think this is a different man, but it would explain why she needs to use a code name of Jarvis.
It would.
But things were looking bad. I feel like they were like things looked like they could have almost turned physical. Meanwhile, over in Rhode Island, we pick up right where we left off. There's also accusations of somebody sleeping with a married man. Actually, two married
Rosie.
men. Kelsey accuses Rosie of sleeping with two married men,
Yes.
one of which a basketball coach who paid her off, which is why she has had enough money to buy her house, which makes sense to me because
That's what I thought.
as a news person, you make zero money.
Yeah, and her husband is a fucking Frank Sinatra impersonator. That's his whole ass job.
No, well, she said he did other things. He was like on the radio, and and then remember he had a music career where she was in his music video.
Oh, in music career in air quotes. That looked like the dorkiest thing I've ever seen.
His music career is probably as successful as this podcast. He probably makes as much money off his music career as we do off this podcast,
Which is none,
which is negative.
as you can tell by the lack of ads. Oh, that's hilarious. Good
So,
one.
yeah, I mean, how is she going to explain that? Like, explain your wealth. If this is not true, explain your wealth.
It was a great point. What did you think of the fight in the car where Liz is telling Alicia she wasn't actually homeless? Like, we're getting caught up in semantics, if you ask me. Like,
You really like to go out of order, don't you?
yeah, I do. Did you want to go back to trivia night?
Yes.
Wasn't that on the way to trivia night?
No, it was on the way to Frank Sinatra.
Oh, my bad.
Trivia night felt forced. The fight felt very forced.
The whole thing felt very forced.
Yeah, I didn't like any of it.
Ashley might not be cut out for Housewives, I fear.
I hate to say it, but I do agree. I mean, she was at Watch What Happens Live and Caitlin Bristow was front row. I'm like, let's get Caitlin Bristow in here. Like,
She seems like she'd be cut out for it.
she would be something to watch no matter what.
But she is not married and she does not live in Rhode Island.
Can she be on? I mean, I don't care. Wherever she lives, make a housewife franchise around her. And
I'm
who
sure
cares?
she lives in LA.
Of all the housewives we have, how many are actually married? Like 25%?
Yeah.
Bethany Frankel was enough, like was literally just like a single woman in the city. She was like Carrie Bradshaw when she started.
That's the first time they did that. No, Lori on Orange County.
Yeah. She
You're
did have
right.
she was like a housewife who had fallen.
Yeah, fallen wife.
But anyway, so what did you think of Liz's Pizza Mama presentation?
You're not gonna get this because you don't watch Southern Hospitality, but it reminded me a lot of Joe Bradley's presentation to Leva this on the finale. Those who watch both will get a kick out of that. Not good, is what I have to say. Although some of her ideas, I was like, that is actually a good idea. But it just felt so juvenile the way she presents to her husband. I'm like, that this is your husband, not like your dad, you know?
Yeah, it reminded me of if Elle Woods wanted to open a restaurant instead of become a lawyer. Like she had her sparkly pen and she was like
Yeah.
contract on her little notepad.
Yeah, you're so right.
And Billy tells her, that's her husband's name, Billy.
Hmm.
He tells her, like, I have an estate planner if because he said if something happens to me, she said I'll get nothing. And he said, no, I have an estate planner. But I think they were getting a little off track because okay, if something happens to him, she'll be okay, which I believe him that he like wouldn't because she has their kid. So like of course
Right.
leave her in a good situation.
Right.
If they were to break up,
That's a different scenario.
yeah. She was a smart girl till she fell in love.
Yup.
And that's what Alicia's asking for. So now it's the next pizza mama, she gets 10% of his share.
Yeah. How much can that possibly be?
And this is if there's a next pizza mama, if and when.
Yeah.
There's a lot of,
Yeah.
it's very vague, this next deal. But if she's happy, I'm happy for her.
Yep. Same. I mean, at least but she's trying, she's
Yep.
trying.
This is her trying.
So, what did you think of Liz saying to her that she wasn't homeless?
I think that a lot of people are missing the point, which is like, they're like, why is she harping on this term? I think it's because she said on the show, I'm like really close with her family and I don't want this to like people to think that her family left her homeless. Like
Yeah.
Liz is trying to protect Alicia's whole family.
Yeah, I get
But
that.
Alicia's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna burn it all down. And I think that Liz should just let her say what she wants to say.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not Liz's job to protect her family.
Yeah, I appreciate what she's trying to do, but you gotta, at some point, you gotta let this person make their bed.
Yeah.
I think she realized that and she did apologize. So I don't know why
Hmm.
Alicia was still harping on it.
She clearly felt hurt.
Those are the kinds of like that I believed that felt real.
Totally. Well, they have a history. They have a real history.
Whereas this Rosie Kelsey thing is just, I feel like I'm just watching like a really like, a Lifetime show.
Hallmark Channel movie.
Yeah, well, Hallmark, they don't fight like that on Hallmark.
Whatever.
I don't think.
Maury.
Yeah. Yeah, just like very exaggerated. Like they
Hmm.
watched Maury to study.
Where to next?
I think that we can just head straight into the 90-day U-verse. Which couple should we start with?
Let's start with Caitlin and Josh. The woman, does she not know what anxiety is? Katie, sorry, not Caitlin.
She should be very familiar with anxiety.
I was gonna say, I'm like, you're describing anxiety, and it seems like you get it every weekend, minimum. So this
You
isn't
know,
an unfamiliar sensation to you.
stuff like that like reminds me of my old life. I used to drink a lot and I don't miss that at all. Like I don't miss it.
This woman needs to stop drinking. Like all her problems would be solved if she stopped drinking.
She has to. Like her relationship and any future relationship depends on it.
That is very true. And he, I think, is starting to have some regret, perhaps.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna,
Questioning his decision.
as he should be.
I kind of hope they break up. I hope he realizes his mistake and turns right around and goes back to London.
100% they will break up. What about Debbie and her actor man?
So now that I've seen him IRL, he is ugly, and I do agree with you.
Thank you. And he literally straight up said, I'm here to catch my dream. And
Oh, and marry Debbie.
marry my fiance. Like, oh my God, this man is not going to make it as an actor here in America. I'm sorry.
No,
Why? He's just not. He doesn't have what it takes. I can already tell.
well, he did a small impression of
Robert De Niro,
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
and I forget the other one, but none of them were anything to write home about. I live in
Not at
LA.
all.
I work in the entertainment industry, and I feel very qualified to say that he should go back home if that's what he wants.
Hundo P.
Otherwise, we didn't get much from them.
It's just like the most, well, first of all, him like leaving her hanging and not saying whether or not he was actually coming is just mean.
He made her throw up.
That is like so horrible.
He thought it was funny.
I hate him.
Me too. He's awful. Remember that guy who like brought his fiance to a shack and was like, "This is our house," like just to
Yes, Biniam. No, not Biniam. It starts with a B. Bilal.
Bilal and something Shahida.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's evil. He's evil and he's a bad actor.
Totally.
You should stick to tour guiding.
Yep.
And then we have Shay.
I have so many thoughts about this.
Shay with 4 deer head on his wall in one room.
Horrifying. Horrifying. He was like, you can put a towel over him. I was like, we're gonna need to remove him, actually. Just take him down.
I would fly right back home.
Also, the relationship between him and that one daughter is very weird.
Yeah.
Why was she like, he never gives me diamonds? Yeah, because you're not marrying him, you
Yeah,
sick fuck.
why would you want your dad to buy you jewelry? Like that's weird. She's weird. That's his.
Yeah.
And then, okay, but I will say that on the way out the door, when she and her son left, or daughter,
Mhm.
kid, and she's like, "Hey, Dad, can I get some money?" And he gave her money to buy, what was it? Like,
Biscuits before church.
yeah, biscuits before church. And Annabelle got mad. My thought was that this is probably just like like something that they sell like in like a booth that's like cash only, like a lemonade sale, like, like
Hmm.
on the street biscuits, not like I'm giving you money to like go to a restaurant and order biscuits. I think it was more like, do you have any cash? Like when we ask your husband, like, do you have any cash for us to tip?
But she said, maybe you're right, because she didn't say like, what, can I get a couple dollars? I think is what
Yeah.
she said.
He
Yeah.
literally gave her like a 10 and another bill that I couldn't see, but I don't think it was more than like a five or another.
Must have been a five.
So I think that Annabelle just didn't understand that interaction.
It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters to her. I think she doesn't like, I think in her culture, that shit would never happen.
No, of course not. I hate to say I'm on his side with that one, but I'm on his side with that one.
I don't know if I am yet, because she's weird.
Yeah, she's very weird. She's sick.
It's weird to be in competition with your dad's wife for
Def
his attention. That's when you're a whole ass adult with your own kids. It's so weird.
yeah. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, he obviously gives her more than just cash for biscuits, so
Obviously,
is an
she
argument.
doesn't pay rent for the trailer on his property.
Yeah. So there is an argument there, but I think in this one specific situation, I'm on her side.
Hmm.
There is another situation here where we have a money dynamic, and that is Rashid and Mallory.
We have another money dynamic after this too.
Oh, with Paula and Thomas?
Nope. We'll get to it.
Okay, so Rashid and Mallory, are these the two most genuine people ever to be on 90 Day Fiancé?
I think so, but we saw another side of him that I didn't love.
When?
Like he just like, you're my wife, you'll do what I say kind of thing. You know?
But I think she's strong enough to stick up for him.
Yeah, she definitely was like, no. So like, I don't think she's gonna let him push her around.
But he's not asking for anything crazy. Like, he's literally says he needs to help his family rebuild because they are living in a tent.
So here's my question there, because it appeared that there was like a lot of siblings.
Yeah,
Why are they living in a tent?
maybe it costs a lot to rebuild, but yeah, because he said that all the siblings are helping contribute to the rebuilding process.
My question is more like, why isn't the parents living with one of them? Why are they in a tent
That's a great point. I don't
with
know.
that many siblings?
Did you also notice this was the craziest thing to me? Please tell me you noticed how every man in that family sits exactly the same way on one leg.
No, I didn't notice that at all. I'll have to go back and watch.
They all sat how I sit. Like can't ever sit with just like both my legs on the ground. And they all had one leg under them. At one point, I thought one of the sons only had one leg because I thought his other leg was cut off at the knee. But then I saw all the other men, the dad, the brother, the other brother, Rashid himself, all sat with one leg folded under the other. It was crazy.
That is crazy. I didn't notice that at all.
Damn. And I thought that the family was like really welcoming.
So nice to her.
So I
The
don't
mom clearly like loves her.
so why can't she stay in Turkey?
She probably doesn't want to.
Why? She lives in a horrible place. She literally lives in a MAGA hellscape.
First of all, I don't think that bothers her.
Like, and I would feel so bad knowing that like I'm spending like because he can't work. So I personally like knowing that my like that I'm that Rashid depends on me fully for like financial stability.
Yeah.
Like I would feel off. And not just him, but like his family. Like I would feel like I could never go get Botox again because that money could be going towards rebuilding Rashid's parents' house.
While he's not working, yeah.
Yeah, I would feel awful. Like I would feel like I can't spend any money on myself ever again. Like I would feel so guilty knowing that
Well,
that
like
10.
I said, I would want a deeper dive into
Well,
what your other 10 siblings, why they're not living with the other 10 siblings. Why are they still in a tent?
yeah, that is
Whose house were they at? Can they stay there?
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'd like more information.
Yeah.
But we're not going to solve this today.
Nope,
Well,
we're not, Sean.
but we do have an ex-boyfriend in the picture because Mallory got in a horrible car accident and had 3 feet of her intestines removed.
That sounds so gnarly.
Poor thing. And her ex-boyfriend helped her, nursed her to health, and took care of her dogs.
Yeah.
So
I think that I think they don't understand in other cultures that like if you were friends with benefits and then you're not anymore, like it really might not be anything.
yeah, like relationship dynamics can be really complicated.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that they can't be in other countries too, but I don't know.
And
Uh,
I mean, we saw this guy on the preview. He ain't got nothing to worry about.
yeah, no. And I just feel so bad. Not only do the parents live in a tent, they had to say goodbye to their son, and she said the pain was indescribable.
That was really sad. I felt bad for her.
I always hate watching that.
Yeah.
Just feel like I just feel like Mallory should move to Turkey.
I mean, it looked beautiful.
If I were her, 100% I would. Like I would never take that man to that horrible place. Like if she really loves
Mm-mm.
him, if she really loves him, she will not do this to him.
I think it's already happening.
Well, yeah, we already know she has, but and then am I missing a couple before we get to the new couple?
Yeah. Marissa and what's his face?
I'm gonna need a little bit more than that.
Kleinfeld.
Oh, the Kleinfeld lady. Yes.
Is her name Marissa or Melissa?
I didn't even remember that she existed. So I'm gonna ask.
Something that starts with an M and ends with a Issa. We met her baby daddy,
Mm-hmm.
and we also met her fiance,
Mm-hmm.
Eduardo, and she gifted him a key that doesn't work because her house is digital.
Yeah, what was that? That was symbolic.
Symbolic.
I didn't like it.
And it sounds like he was one of the people on an airplane that I would hate to be next to,
Why?
lifting the shade up and down, and then getting up 20 times to go to
Oh,
the bathroom. Oh,
but it was his first time.
he had to do everything that's horrible.
And the
And
woman next to him, once she found out it was his first time, she was like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
the dad has legit concerns. Also seems like a colossal douche. But what I found interesting is that he said that her family is rich, and it made him feel insecure. So it's definitely going to make this guy feel insecure, which was also interesting.
I don't think this guy is gonna feel insecure. I think
I
this,
don't either. I think he's going to feel like he hit the jackpot.
yeah, I think that he has already like resigned to the fact that he is going to be the sugar baby in this relationship.
This is his plan, sir.
Yeah, I think, yeah, sorry, buddy, that you couldn't handle it. But if you had just let
Right.
yourself go and enjoy it, you would be living a much better life
You'd
right
still
now.
be married.
Yeah, sorry that I bet he's gonna like see that and get jealous. And last but not least, we meet a new couple, Paula and Thomas.
Paola with her tiny stuffs.
She collects tiny stuffs and she has a successful piercing business.
She seems like she's got it all going for her.
Their background story is so interesting. They
Yeah, it
were,
really is. She's also 10 years older than him.
oh, I didn't even notice that.
Hmm.
They were pen pals for 10 years, right?
Yeah.
No,
I
maybe
don't know. I don't
10,
know about 10 years, but
but
for
for
a while.
multiple years they were like pen pals and best friends,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Because she had a boyfriend, even though she wanted to marry a gringo all along.
And why did she get so close? If they were really best friends, wouldn't she have told him she had a boyfriend like right away? Like, wouldn't
I
that
did think that was odd.
conversation?
You would think. You would think.
So that confused me, but overall, they seem pretty. I mean, he just like looks at her, he's like, I just love you so much. And she's like, she even drank the beans that he brought her in a
And
thermos.
she liked them because she's a vegan and he eats meat.
He would
So
buy her
his
beans for
house, his
Christmas.
apartment is really sad to me. Like, I actually was gonna ask you this because single bachelor life, like his even for that standard, his apartment was disgusting. Like when I met my husband, his apartment was like had decorations, you
Yeah,
know?
he had a great
Like,
apartment.
and I feel like when you met your boyfriend, he also had decorations.
Oh yeah, and a kitchen table and a
He
bed.
wasn't sitting on a yoga block.
Yeah. Like he had to know that like what you knew that she wasn't gonna want this. Like before she came, he should have gotten a goddamn kitchen table.
I know.
Like that's literally the that's minimal. That minimal expectation.
So it's just upsetting because I believe this man is in his 30s.
And it
You
seems
need
like
furniture.
yeah, it seems like he's got quite the catch and maybe he wanted her to help pick things out, but like
Doesn't seem that way because she came with 2 bags and he's like, you have too much stuff.
yeah,
Stuffs.
stuffs. all her tiny stuffs. And she had ordered things to the house.
Yeah.
Or-
Well, that's because she's moving there. Although when she left her apartment in Brazil, it was very clear she was keeping that apartment.
Well, because
Like,
this is the make or break time.
yeah, it was like fully furnished still. Like she wasn't she has a place to return to, it appears. So I do think that they are like the real deal because the way that man sobbed at the airport, like he loves her.
Oh yeah. And the way he looks
Big
at her.
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
Yeah. So
But they're very opposite. So we'll see how that goes.
sometimes opposites attract. I do think that they might work. They just might work. They just
It's
might
just
make.
tricky when you're opposite in living style. Like if he is a minimalist and she's like a maximalist, like that in a tiny apartment makes for a lot of problems.
I think they can find a middle ground. I do believe.
I hope so.
Because I think he loves her enough that he can like live with having a table. So I am almost done with Hacks. I started the last episode and I had to turn it off to record this, but I'm a little nervous. Did you see any spoilers?
No.
It's not looking like it's gonna have a happy ending.
Really?
No, I don't know how we can get out of this one. But it's been a stellar season. Whatever happens, it's been a stellar season. It's been a stellar 5 seasons, and I think it might be the best show that's been on in like of the decade, the best comedy of the decade.
I really can't wait to watch it. I just got to get through these damn hockey playoffs.
Yeah,
Can't wait for that to be done.
yeah, I would definitely make this a priority if I were you, but
Unfortunately, I don't control what's on my TV in the evening anymore.
hopefully someday. So I guess
I said, when are hockey playoffs over? He said, sometime in June.
that's so soon. I mean,
Like, what does that even mean?
it's actually tomorrow. It's your husband's birthday tomorrow. Do you have anything special planned?
If I did, I wouldn't say it on the pod.
Well, by the time this gets posted, it'll have happened.
I really don't. He hates his birthday. He does not ever want it celebrated. We have some friends coming to stay with us for a couple nights, so we'll just hang out with them and, you know,
Did you make a fruit cake?
I ordered some fruit because I don't have a lot of time these days.
You say as you pick up your fussy baby.
We got daddy an edible arrangement.
Yay, baby boy! Did you get daddy a fruit edible arrangement? Yeah. Well, enjoy that. We have a few hours left of the weekend. Are you going to rot?
I'll probably be editing my half of this. What
Well,
about you? You're gonna go do some activity.
yeah, I'm gonna go play pickleball and then probably watch a movie and eat some steak. So I don't really know when I'm gonna edit my half. I might have to
What
send it over back to you.
what movie?
Unclear. I'll have to report
You
back.
should watch Remarkably Brilliant Creatures. I love that movie. I know it's a book. I mean to read it, but
Okay. All right, maybe we'll give that one a shot.
it's on Netflix.
It seems like a little too like wholesome for me,
I
but
mean, it is, but it's just really good.
and then in other exciting news, tomorrow for dinner I'm going to Tower Bar, which I don't know if you've heard of it, but it is very celeb heavy.
Oh, who are
And
you going with?
my boyfriend, a date night,
Oh, a date night.
but we can't even take pictures there.
Oh, oh my God, you have to tell me if you see anybody.
Well, duh.
On a Monday, you might. What time are you going?
7.
Hmm? Maybe.
You know? I don't know.
Unlike me, who goes to dinner at 5, never
Well,
will see anyone.
usually, remember we went to Nobu at 5?
I do.
Like it's just not a good time, but you get reservations where you can.
I want to go to Tower Bar.
I'm so excited. Eat a $45 burger.
Can you bring babies into Tower Bar?
Probably not.
He's been a really good guest this whole time.
He has. Do you have any final words for us, baby boy?
Do you have any final thoughts, honey?
No.
Mm, no.
Well,
Okay.
thanks for riding with us, everyone.
Thanks for rotting with us.
Come
So
out.
glad we could make time.
So glad we can still make time.